Hello, welcome to another episode as Nikki scratches her face.
Right.
Welcome to another episode of Got Whips. It is Friday, June 6th. This is episode 110, and we are coming to you with another update on our progress and stuff. Um, we want to welcome any new and returning viewers. Thank you for checking us out. If this is your first time, please stick around for the shenanigans. I would like to say this is maybe not a normal episode, but it's probably a normal episode. Um, yeah, last week was kind of, or not last week, last one was the middle of Mania, and now we're at the end of Mania. So Nikki has a lot of projects, but that's pretty much going to be the norm. I mean, we know this by now. Anyway, so you can find us there on the internet. The links are down below. But my name is Heather. I'm coming to you from Southern California, where I live with my husband, kids, and my mom.
Hey everybody, as Heather said, I am Nikki, and I'm coming to you from central Wisconsin, where I live with my husband and son, and Cooper's birthday's today. He
Oh,
turned nine.
9?
9. If you ask JJ, though, he's like, no, Cooper, she's lying to you. You're turning 5.
Well,
I was like,
because
that's not how any of this works.
he doesn't want him to get older.
No, he doesn't. But he's doing really good, so it's fine. But yes. Um,
And
yeah,
the cats. You forgot the
yeah.
cats.
Well, they don't live in the house, but the cats are outside.
Yeah, but you still, it's
Yeah. We
body.
have Mama and the 3 babies, who we have now figured out, I think for sure that they're all 3 girls,
Oh,
but no telling for sure yet because, they're still little.
yeah.
They won't even be able to leave mom. So they were born on the 16th of April and they want us to keep them for 12 weeks with mom. So it's like the week after, it's July 12th that I can start putting them out to the world if I wanted to,
Well, the
which,
week after Gabe's birthday.
yep, which everybody's grown quite attached to them.
Yeah.
So probably not going to happen.
No, I mean, I foresee Justin building them like a
A condo.
outdoor thing because if you could, I mean, let's be honest, if you could, because of your allergies, you would let them inside. But
Well, we've started cleaning up everything inside the house for the cats to come in. So putting
uh,
away all my yarn, all that kind of stuff.
mm,
So we would like to bring them in and just me try to deal with my allergies, but I don't know. Like you said, if it was up to me, yes, they'd all be in here.
mhm.
Not the dad. The dad is
The
he's
dad's
ornery. He likes staying outside and he likes to spray. And I am not willing to get my arms ripped up to take him to the vet to get him fixed because I feel like he'd spray all over the inside of my car if I tried.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's
So
very territorial.
yeah, and Mama's already got her appointment to go get fixed in July
Mm.
to go get seen to make sure she can be. Babies, they have to be. I think they have to be 6 months or a year for cats.
6 months is usually what it
So
is. You usually do that at their 6 months check, and that's when you can get them chipped as well because they want to do all of it at one time.
right. So I'm not that we have a few months to worry about.
Yeah.
So, but they're all Disney named.
Hmm.
We have Nala,
Hmm.
we have Rolly, and we have Stitch.
Hmm. And the
So,
mom.
oh no, Mom is Mackenzie.
Oh, true, true, true. Yeah.
So
Alrighty. So we have admin update. We have, well, Nikki hosts it because I usually am still at work. Wednesday night Zoom. And
6 to 8 Central Time.
yeah, but I usually put on the screen
The room
the
number, the password.
the time conversion for everybody. But the room number, the password, all of the that stuff is in the description below. I don't like to put it on the screen just in case.
Nope.
Yeah. So it's everything's down below. But
And thank
we
you all
have
new returning viewers. I hope we said that.
what?
Did we say thank you to all the new returning viewers?
I did, yeah. You were not paying attention.
No, I'm still at work. I'm still at
I said
work
thank
about
you to all the new returning viewers. We hope
sorry.
you like what you see, something like that. I don't
That's
know.
what you did. My bad.
She doesn't pay attention to me. Anyways, so we talked really quick before the episode because seriously, this is the first time that Nikki and I have talked to each other in 2 weeks.
Like face to face.
Yeah, face to face.
Yeah.
Well, on Zoom,
Probably
this is
the
the
last
first time.
episode.
Not the last episode. We talked the week after that, I think.
Okay.
I want to say it's probably been about 2 weeks since we've
Yeah.
been on Zoom together. Anyways, so we decided that we're gonna do the reading Zoom on June 21st. So it gives everybody a couple weeks. It gives me time to edit the podcast and put it up. Um, and then I'm sure we'll post something on Instagram. Maybe
We'll
yeah,
probably do the next like a couple of them so that people can
yeah.
see
I was
them.
gonna say like when the podcast goes up, and then we'll post again as it gets closer.
Yep.
But we were thinking the 14th, and I was like, that's the day before Father's Day, so people might be out of town and not enough notice. So 21st, that's when it's going to be. And it's going to be the same times as Wednesday Zoom. So 4 to 6 Pacific, 5 to 7 Mountain, 6 to 8 Central, and 7,
Seven.
9, I almost said Pacific again, Eastern, the other side.
The other side of
um,
the United States.
and that's all I know is the US time zones. If you live somewhere else, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Um,
That's too much for my brain this week.
yeah, I don't know. Like Hector was trying to tell me like because his bosses are Indonesian, and so like he was trying to tell me like the
Time
time
difference.
conversion. I'm like, and he's like, he goes, it's like plus, it's 9 hours plus something else, and I'm like, what? No, like
I give up.
it doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, because his boss has
Is
to
over
wake up
there.
at 3 o'clock in the morning here to communicate with them there. But like today's Friday, in Indonesia right now, it's Thursday. So they're a day behind us. And
But the time is okay.
yeah, so like technically tonight, well, tomorrow morning at 3 o'clock in the morning, it will be Friday morning at 9 o'clock in the morning, if that makes sense.
That's way too much.
I know, that's what I was like, what I don't get it. Anyways, we're not a time.
No,
um,
no.
do you have any yarn related whips?
Yes.
Would you like to go?
Okay. So first of all, I'm going to show you what I've been working on the most lately, and I have 16 rows plus a bind off, and then to sew it. So here is the Night and Day Cowl by Mnemomma.
Oh my
The
gosh.
stocking was where we were at last time. So I got all of this. And that time, all the yarn for this was from Chicken
Chicken Lady
Lady
Fiber.
Fiber. Yes, that is it. And I've said the yarn colors many times. Cooper has ran off with that paper.
Ragdoll and
Blackberry.
Blackberry, yes, because I always want to say rhubarb and it's not that.
So yeah, I mean I got a decent amount of progress on that one. I'm
That looks
excited
good.
to get it off. I'm still like confused because of how it's knit and then it's sewn on the bias and turns and I'm like, I don't know which way it's going, but I'm just gonna trust it and not overthink it right now.
Right.
So I'm just moving my marker. You have any knitting that you want to do? Well, I've got
Um, I do a little bit. I wasn't going to show it, but I can.
okay. I lost my stitch marker stopper.
I don't even know where I put it. Oh, it's behind me. Oh, so these I'm working. This is my anthology throw by Helen Stewart. My rows are 5 million stitches long, but not really. 100,000 something. So I got some progress done. Not a whole ton, but
Yeah, but you're way over 1,000 stitches.
yeah, it's like I put the pattern inside because it turns into like a little bag. Um, I don't even know. Where's the page? Let's try to find. Oh, I am at 1,152 stitches,
Oh wow.
and I have 20 rows until I start the border.
Wow.
But I
That's
have, if I can find it in here, I have this much left, and then I have this much left.
oh
So
my. Yikes.
because this was two skeins of the main color, remember?
Yep.
So I have enough, but I'm probably gonna do. I think I'm gonna do the I-cord in the gray. I think
Makes sense.
because I have so much. But yeah, and then I can finally have my little volley bag back. This has been in here for way too long.
4 years.
Seriously?
The yarn, yeah.
Oh,
Because you got it at the same time I got mine.
yeah.
Because that was originally going to be a shawl, remember?
Mhm.
Yeah. We had just talked about that shawl on Wednesday. That's the only reason why I know that, because I went in my Ravelry. Because I was like, did I finish that or did I not finish? And I did finish it, but I couldn't, I had no recollection. But it took me 4 years to knit the shawl.
Finished it?
Because on the
What did
bottom,
you?
I had to pick up over 1,000 stitches for the border. And I was working with black. And so if I did black stitches, I
Oh,
wait for a little while.
that's not the same shawl that I was thinking of.
Yeah, well, it was part of the painted. That's when we bought that, when we got that yarn for that.
Yeah, but I thought you were talking about the.
Your
It's
anthology, no, but the
huh?
yarn itself. I'm sure you had that yarn in that bag since when you got it.
Yeah, but I thought you were talking about the what's the shawl that has like it's chevrons, but it's like stair stepped. It's Stephen West.
The hibernation,
I don't
the one
know.
that I'm making with the purples.
Yes,
Yeah, that's hibernation.
you haven't finished that one yet, have you?
I feel like you're shaming me right now.
No, I'm not. I'm just question. I'm
No, I
asking a
have
question
not. No, I have
because
not.
I thought that's what you were doing with your yarn for this,
No,
but you weren't. You were doing the painted
right. I think. Oh, let me see.
honeycombs or something.
Right. It was paint by number.
Yeah, the one that has the sideways border.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah,
yeah,
I
you
deleted
finished.
a picture off of my phone or my iPad already. Okay. So
And
next, I found my bag, guys, with the sock size,
yay!
the two pairs of sock size missing. So I'm going to show you the first one that I haven't worked on yet, but the last time you guys saw it. Oh, come on, why don't you? Last time you guys saw it was up here by the gnome. And I'm in the middle of the heel, and this is the vanilla is the new black. No,
Yeah.
yeah, yes. So, like I said, I'm in the heel there. I just want to move my stitch marker so that when I do finally work on these, this pair was intended for me or my mom. So, like I said, she can smell socks out when I get them done and stops at my house and picks them up.
Hmm.
Wear it. So
Because it has
those,
nothing to do with the fact that you post on Instagram.
she doesn't have Instagram.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Yes, she did.
No, she. Okay. Side story, quick, because Heather brought up my. She had
Because
Instagram.
this episode should just be the side story episode.
Right. My mom calls me today and tells me her phone's not working because it's not ringing. And I said, "Are you sure it's not with the update or that you pushed a button?" No, no, it's the phone. I need a brand new phone. I need JJ to go to the store with me. I'm like, okay, call JJ. And JJ's like, Grandma, just listen to me. Put me on speakerphone. And he walked her through how to get her volume back on. It was her.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, my mom's a great person. Her electronics, not so great. So extra apps, not good.
True. My mom keeps complaining to me that for some reason she keeps going to, you know, how on the, like when you have Google, you can do the private
Mm-hmm.
search or whatever. So she keeps complaining to me that she keeps going into private internet. And so then Matthew heard her say that one time, and he's like, "It's okay, Nan. We all know that you want to
Oh
search up
boy.
dirty things so that no one can know that you're what you're looking at." And she's like, "Matthew, ah,
How many different shades
I
of red grandma
yeah
turned?
yeah." She's like, "I can't believe you just said that to me." And I was like, "Mom, he was kidding." And she's like, "I know, but still, oh my gosh." I'm like, "Mother, calm down. Like he was kidding." And
So
she's
go ahead.
no, just kidding. It's I'm done.
Okay. So the other pair that was in that bag was Justin's. And this is the one I didn't want to lose because see all that 2x2 ribbing? That's
Mhm.
8 freaking inches, I mean, of knitting. Eight.
Mhm.
So last time everybody saw it was here at the stitch marker. And I want to say I was like about here when I found it. So I got all this in. I just started the toe. I have one toe decrease. And I always use the wedge round by Nina Phillips and her sock patterns.
Yeah, because it gives you
Yeah.
it defines right and left socks.
And then Heather's gonna have to help me with but this is the heel I do. And then when I stop knitting socks forever, I have to get
Oh,
with
she
Heather.
does the shadow wrap heel, which is a variation of the fish slips kiss heel. They're both great. They're both paid for patterns,
Yeah,
but the shadow wrap eliminates the boomerang that the fish slips kiss heel has.
right.
It's not complicated. It's just an extra step that the shadow wrap eliminates.
So Heather normally has me have to walk through the first one that I do again on that row, and then I'm fine. It normally comes right back to me. Okay, that is all my whips. Or knitting whips.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
have no cross stitch this week. Or
you are such a liar.
crochet. I was trying to say crochet.
You are such a fibber.
I am because I have like 16 or 17 of those.
And I have four. We're gonna show the one that we started together, right?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
that as my last one
Okay.
to show.
Put that as my last one as well then.
Um,
Okay, what's 16 or 17 divided by 4?
well, if it's 16, it's 4. So I can do first 4 and then you can go 1.
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, I on my days that I got my 100 stitches on my manias, I decided to quickly finish up what I had planned for April, which was to get all the Gilmoreisms
Oh,
blocks done. Sorry for the wrinkles, but I don't iron in between. Um, so yeah, they're all in, Heather.
I
So
just I
quite happy about this.
no, that's great. Congratulations. I don't know what's wrong with me in my Gilmore Girls. As you'll see in my project soon, I that's the lowest stitch count that I have
Really?
for this time. Yeah.
I did 712 on that.
I just can't get into I think it's because I'm just doing the boxes,
Yeah.
but I
It
just can't get in the motion of I don't know.
it takes a lot to get into that one, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we both had it the same amount of time. All right, my next one is Faith Over Fear, and that was my mania from last year that I started. And I didn't get much more. Like I said, I was only shooting for 100. every time. And this one I got 134 stitches on.
I love that blue.
And this is from Dying for Sass and Sky Stone. So I got a 50-gram hank of it. But I
Didn't
just,
you get like a red and black one too?
yeah. So there it is. It's showing in its glory right there.
Mhm.
I love it. Yeah, I have a few skeins from them, from Dying for Sass. I don't know. I'm just gonna say them because I don't know if it's who they are, but
Mhm.
I bought, I want to say like 8 different ones because I like the variegated floss, but I'm using it on monochromatic pieces.
Mhm.
And not put those projects there. All right, my next piece is your son out of the room?
Yeah.
Okay. Is for Gabe. And this one is Visit to Dagobah. I'm gonna say it wrong.
Day Dagobah.
There, that one. And it is from an Etsy maker, Country Cottage. Yeah, Country Cottage Stitches.
Mhm.
And so I decided to try diagonal stitching and in 20 stitch widths. So I'm kind of doing it where they park because this one goes straight down. So
Mhm.
I'm kind of keeping the threads in their own area and just doing it that way because it made more sense to me than trying to travel all over with it. So here's what I have all done. But what I worked on was I finished this diagonal and I started this one. And this piece is my Andrew, the runner stitcher,
Mhm.
is
Mhm.
training for a big marathon. And so he gives up whatever miles. So if he ran 13 miles, it's 10 times that. So it's 130 stitches. So on this one, I was supposed to do like 300 and I ended up doing 692 that day.
Wow.
But it also helps. It was a Saturday, you know,
Yeah.
that does a lot. A lot of the pieces, I mean, if it was a work day, I was pretty much only getting the 100 stitches in and moving on to go to bed. And the fourth one, what is this one? Oh, this is a brand new start. This is, I think on Etsy, it's called the Green Baby, which we all know it's just Goguru
Oh
or
yeah.
so
Yeah.
I his ear and the start of his forehead there. This was a center start with just the head part of it. And on this one I got 142 stitches. So, and all of my projects so far that I've shown are all on 18 count. You're up.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go with my Gilmore isms first because the other two are on the same fabric. So here's my Gilmore isms that I so basically all I did was I basically finished this block and started this block. That's it.
But you're making progress. That's all that matters.
I have I had this one already and I had half of this one done and that's all I did. I don't know, I can't
The
I
brown
think
is hard to get into,
yeah.
and
Evelyn
you will use
suggested that
all that brown.
yeah, it's a lot.
All
Like
three skeins, I think it is, or two skeins. I used every last bit of it.
we have three skeins, but I feel like it's 2.5 skeins.
Yeah, because I had to rip out so much, I lost floss that way.
And the only part I have to rip out is this down here because I started too close to the edge.
Yeah.
But Evelyn was saying that since I finished, like she was like, why don't you stitch a block and then fill it in as kind of like your reward? And I was like,
And now
yeah,
that we have the
okay.
whole pattern, yes, you
Yeah,
could do.
I could do that. And that's what I was telling her. She's like, well, don't you have like all of the fill-ins? And I was like, well, yeah. And I think honestly, like, I want to get, because there's a long one or like a skinny one here, and then there's the long one along the bottom of this row. And I was like, I want to just get to that. Like,
I mean, I know you don't like to do the real, or I don't know what it's called, but where you do the half stitches and then go back and do them again.
oh no, that's what I'm doing because I don't
Okay.
do that for these.
That's what I did with those,
Oh.
you know, with the big ones like that. That's all those. That's how I did it. Is I would do all those, and then I'd come back like on a Sunday or like when I was trying to pay attention to more than just my stitching because it's already counted then,
Mhm.
and fill it in.
Yeah, no, that's what I was doing. Like I would do a line, like one of these lines, and then just fill it in. Go back
Okay.
and fill it in, and then do this line and then go back and fill it in. Because I was counting, but then like I was
Yeah.
like, I don't want to sit here and count every freaking stitch, you
Yeah.
know? So that's what I got.
My next one was last year's start, which was the Tigger ornament. And that is where I am now. And I got 257 on this one. But that's because, like, it was his paw right here. Like,
Yeah,
and
that's a lot
then
of stitches.
his nose. So, like, I just did the outline, and then all I had to do is go in there and do the actual cross stitch. And I can finally put this back in. Oh, screw it. There it goes. My next one is the ice fisher that I was doing for my husband that I started last year. And here he is. And so I changed all the colors to DMC, and then I also made it like colors more, primarily more that my husband would be in,
Mhm.
and then changed his hair color to the brown. So on this guy, I got 113. And then the other one that's in the bag with this one, I'll just tell you now. Um, I talked with Heather about it a couple times. I think after last episode, but this was one that I had started during Mania. Then I restarted on different fabric, and I still don't like it that much. So I'm just going to UFO it, and that's the dandelion.
Mhm.
It just it's not what I want anymore. So I am going to stop trying to work on that one. And this is what the fisherman will look like when he's all done. Gone fishing. Really, I got to pull that fabric out so I can put it back to my stash. Then the next one I did was my trick or treat on the orange that I dyed myself on 18 count. And I put in the R so that when I have surgery, I can fill it in. That's my goal, is just to block out each letter to have easy stitching. And on this guy, I got 224 stitches in. So, and last, I did my Home Sweet Home by Sweet Wing Studios. This was a sale a couple of years ago with Cornhusker State Stitchers that, you know, I just didn't keep up with. So I got the second sunflower all complete and started the middle of the third. So I was really bad about taking pictures this time. That is why there's no before pictures for
Me
me.
too.
And on this one, I got 129 stitches in. You are up.
Okay. I'm glad you're counting because I'm not. I'm going to use this very beat up pattern to cover half of this. Okay. So this is, I started my Dodger gnome. I'm sure you can guess what's on the other side, but I'm just not ready to share it yet. So this is the hat, obviously. Um,
It's a lot of stitches.
yeah, I tried to finish at least the dark blue on the hat, but I didn't make it. But I got 561 stitches done on
Nice.
this. And I'm using an 11 by 8 frame. And when I uncover the packer side, you'll see it fits perfectly. And what I did was I got an 8 by 8 frame and an 11 by 11 frame and I put them together.
There you go.
So you can do that.
All right. My next one, I can never pronounce this name. It's a long dog, Rose Medic. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, like I said. And this is just the top corner. Sorry. So I got to like this bottom part here and realized that this big square was off, but I had to take everything out, but I had to take a lot out and then put it all back in.
So
So
you did that?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this was one I could not fudge no matter what. And so on this one, I got 122 stitches, but probably another 60 of ripping out and putting back in. And this one is also I'm like I said, I'm using a hand dyed, and this one's from Pirate and Robin, and then it's Belladonna. So there, that way shows the colors correctly.
Is it going to be all that floss?
Yes. Yes. So, that one's like on a 15-year progress. The next one I started is one my husband bought me with this project bag. They saw in acquisitions way back when. But this is Autumn Lane Stitchery.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight We Ride is the name of it. So I'm using all the called for off the pattern, including the fabric, and it is a 16 count, so that was different going back, to that.
Yeah.
I did start it directly in the middle, and so there's my very small start. Am I showing you the right side? Nope.
Okay, I don't think so. There we go.
So I love it. He loves it. He's like, keep working on it. I'm like, no. Next. And on that one, I got 222 stitches. So this is where I'm stitching right here is this little part.
Yeah, the top of
And
that
I'm gonna go up to do the moon
okay.
That is 2. I can count. The next one I started was Jolly Saint Nick from the Stitch with the Housekeep. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that word. And I am using the called for DMC. And I started right here in the corner.
What is that one?
Jolly Saint Nick. So it's Santa with the reindeer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a picture because I have the PDF.
But what is the category? Like, is it a stand-up, adorable, a jar?
I think that was before they were doing all that.
Oh.
My next one is by Tiny Modernist, the Halloween calendar. I just printed off the cover sheet way back when I kitted this up.
Mm-hmm.
And I restart on this one because last year the fabric I had was too little. So here is my restart finally.
I really like those corners.
They're so pretty. And on this one, I got 104 stitches on. And again, this is all the called for. The MC.
Okay, side note.
Yep.
I can never remember her name. Like her real name. I know her channel name, but I can never remember her real name. Kansas City girl in a Colorado world.
Julie.
Thank you, Julie. I don't know why I want to call her. I think I want right now. I want to call her Janet. That's not her name.
At least it was
Um,
Jay.
at least it wasn't Jay. The other day I wanted to call her. I don't know, something else. Have you watched? Yes, you watch her podcast. I know you do.
Mhm.
Have you seen her the tarot card she's doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not big on tarot cards themselves. They look beautiful, but that's just not my style. But the frame that they're in is like
Yep.
it's beautiful. I love it. It's like ornate and those that corner just reminded me of that.
It's on you, dear.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. Well, then I'll show you the other half of this frame. There he is. He has a nose.
I just want to go boop.
I got 166 stitches on his nose.
Oh my. That was just his nose.
Yeah, well, it's his nose, and you can't see it, but well, you can kind of see it. There's some face filled in on this
Okay.
side. Yeah, it's just I don't know. Hopefully I get some darker stuff around, but it's really light at this point. So, and it's kind of blending in with my fabric, and I was kind of getting mad. But I still have this one section up
That's way
here.
too many stitches to change now.
Yeah, I know. I'm not changing now. But I saw this one piece right here that I have to fill in yellow, and then his whole hat will be done. That's so many stitches.
Jeez.
So many stitches in this freaking hat. And this one is not. I mean, it's better because it's only two colors, but
Right.
like all this is just filled in with one blue. Like this, it's not like, you know how you do the outline?
Yeah.
This isn't just, I mean, it is the outline, but like that's all the stitches of this dark blue there is. It's just light blue in the middle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm really happy about this makes it a lot easier to stitch these two. And then I think I want to put on the bottom, chilling with my nomies.
Okay. That would be cool.
Yeah. Because this is, like, and those pictures that are like, in this house, we blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. I
The
have
one
a
that I'm
Gilmore.
making that says family and that's what it'll be like. Yeah.
Yeah, but like the ones that are like fandom, like in this
Yeah.
house, we believe in magic. In this house, we believe that there's, things
Yeah.
like that. I have one
We do
hanging by my,
Christmas or we do
yeah.
Disney and yeah.
Yeah, I have one hanging by my front door that my sister got me that's Gilmore Girl or not Gilmore Girls. It's Friends. Um, but so like I was thinking like in this house, like putting something about in this house, but like this only pertains to me. So I'm not gonna do
That's awesome.
that. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. The next one is my Celtic cross and I got 119 stitches on this. This is on a magenta that I dyed myself on 18 count. So I did a lot more of this gray here in the middle. So in plans though, you'll find out that this should be done the next time you see it.
Really?
Yeah, because in May this was supposed to get 1,000 stitch. Like I owe this project 2,000 stitches.
Oh, why?
So
No, you'll tell us in
yeah.
the next part.
Um, okay. My next one is actually two, but they're in the same bag, so I wanted to share them together. The one is the polar bear that I was doing, and I got to finish because that one had been pulled for WhipGo.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it had got pulled for our episode in between,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had the 100 stitches, so that one got done. So here's the polar bear, and I think he's absolutely adorable.
He is adorable.
And then, so I don't even know how many stitches I got total on that one because there's 200 plus, so 651. And then here is the reindeer. So I got
Oh,
here done. I got his little scarf here, some of his face filled in for 271 stitches. So he's coming.
he's coming along. Yeah. For some reason, he reminds me of Bullseye. Like if you don't
Right
put the
now he
horn,
does without the horns.
yeah, if you don't put the horns on, he reminds me of Bullseye.
I can see that. I have to put these back in, otherwise I'm going to lose them. All right. My next one was another new start for Mania. And this one is Hello Autumn. And this is one of the patterns I bought when I very first started stitching off of Etsy. It was like, I want to say it was like my third purchase of patterns. I did Hello Autumn, Hello Summer, Hello Winter. So I need to get the Hello Spring, but I think me and Heather have talked about this previously. I'm not a spring stitcher because I'm not into pastels.
Yeah.
So, but that is what I got on this one. Just a measly little start. And so it's flowers all the way around, and then I'll say Hello Autumn in the middle. And so on this one, I got 148 stitches. That is all my May Mania starts and works on for a total of 14 brand new starts for the whole month, 2 finishes, 2 UFO projects, and my grand total stitching for the month was 9,729 stitches.
Wow. Congratulations.
Which I don't think is too shabby.
I don't think so either.
And my last one was supposed to be started during Mania, but me and Heather got on that day to start together and found out the piece of fabric I had for it. I don't know what I was thinking when I measured it and said it was good, and never thought about it again for a year. It was
not
not
a year. 6 months.
I bought that. I bought that back when we were doing, well, I guess December.
Yeah, 6 months.
Yeah. So
Because it was supposed to be my birthday.
never looked at it until we were supposed to start it again. Yep.
Yeah, so anyways, Nicci's fabric was too small, so she had to order new fabric. But
And then I had
I
to wait.
started.
And we'll
Okay.
see how we both started these. I
I
am
think
on
we started the
25
same.
count. Okay. I'm on 25 count easy grid. And I started in the top left corner. And I started diagonals.
It's for the exact same thing. Have to unbury it.
Oh
And
my.
wrap it. I'm
She's
telling
got
you,
a
yes, I'm telling you, I need you to make me grime guards.
I don't make grand guards.
You can learn.
Oh, I could, yes, if I wasn't this week I was working overtime. That is why I'm so out of it today.
Hold on, I should have done this while you were talking about the other ones.
You really should
Just
have.
all this fabric. Okay,
You think you're brand new at this.
I feel like I am with this. That is my start.
Nice. So you're doing it in blocks and I'm doing it at diagonal. So I have
Yeah.
this first block I have completely done, and then the other ones are, yeah,
Well, I'm doing a diagonal blocks.
yeah. And I'm going straight diagonal.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that.
You can set up Pattern Keeper like that. That's where I learned from Jen, the
Really?
caffeinated stitcher.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to show me how to do that because this is, I mean, it's okay,
Yeah.
but it's kind of,
You might get harsh lines, and that's what I'm trying to avoid.
yeah. So
You're
I
on
had
each
done,
count, right?
huh?
What count are you on?
20.
Is that Easy Grid or you just
No, it's easy grid.
okay? Say, oh my goodness, are you doing it without Easy Grid?
No, 20 count easy grid. Um, yeah. One floss, one thread.
Over one.
So yeah. So I have done 223 stitches. That is so horrible. That is 0.06%.
I've done 189 stitches and I'm at 0.05%.
Our grand total is 349,696 stitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a rough plan.
We don't, yes, we have a rough plan. We don't have a
Set in
stitch,
stone.
well, we don't have a stitch count that we want to get to every month. Um, I was thinking on my own, like I was thinking that maybe, you know how Jen does like a percentage?
Yeah.
um, I was thinking maybe a percent a month because I don't know that that would be so hard. Um,
I mean, if you want to do the math, sure, have at it.
I don't
I
know how to do the math of that.
I don't know how to do the math
If somebody wants to tell me how to do the math of figuring out how many stitches would be in 1% of,
or how to figure out how to get the 1% out of our own stitch count. So I don't know
right.
what to divide it by,
I don't either.
but yeah, I don't know on that one.
I guess it would just be divided by 1%, right?
I don't
I don't
know.
know. Where's JJ when you need him?
He just walked through.
Well, this is a question for JJ because he would be like, duh, you just bleh. Um, so
I was thinking something totally different for
okay,
myself.
what
Go
were you
ahead.
thinking? No, go ahead.
So like when I had texted you about it, I was like, what do we want to do? Because I had already took the number and like divided it by 500 and that was gonna be like 58 years. I was like, no, I'm not doing this for 58 years. I don't have 58 years left in me. So and then I was like, well, at first I was like, let's just do 500 a month. And then, but you had said like 500 each episode. And that almost, so for me, it's almost like I might as well do 1,000 at least until we get through Christmas. And then once we have some of the numbers knocked down, that we can maybe figure out percentage wise.
Well, no. What I was saying was because we had said we were only going to show it the last episode of the month.
So to the month.
So
Yeah.
that was going to be the 500 stitches.
Yeah. And now I'm thinking, because if you think about Jen, she does, I want to say, isn't it like 100 or some a day almost? Because on her sunset one, she puts in like almost 1,000 stitches every episode, every week.
So are we considering this kind of like how she considers her whip of shames?
I'm wondering if that's what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to put too tight of a thing on us right now because I know it'll stress us out. That's why I was wondering, do we start it in January doing that?
Yeah, I would say for now, I'm comfortable with doing 500 a month.
Right.
But then we don't have to, like, if like, okay, so let's say it's the 6th of June and we've gotten our 500 stitches done. We haven't, but let's just pretend. And then, like, towards the end of the month, you have finished your whip goes, you finish
Right.
commitment stitching for the month or whatever, your goal stitching. and you have some extra time, you want to go in and stitch some more stitches, that's fine. You've
Right.
gotten your 500, extra can be done, you
Yeah,
know?
like the piece I did for Gabriel with the running stitcher. That's my
Right, right,
running
right.
piece for his marathon. I
Mhm.
only needed, I think, 320, and I
Yeah,
got 692. But I'm not going to put that towards the next week's stitches.
right. It's
I'm,
just extras.
yeah, it's just extra.
So then in the end of the year, when we calculate it again, your percentage would be better.
Right.
Yeah.
Or worse, because, me and my goals, they get out of line. So,
Yeah.
uh, which brings me into my June goals for the month. I'm not pulling any projects right now. I'm just gonna try to catch up on my whip goes and what I owe stitches to right now. Because come July, I do Christmas in July. This year I'm gonna do Christmas in July. And I literally have projects wrote out for every day of July that I want to put at least 100 stitches in.
Are they previously started?
Some.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones are a part of my Whipco startathons.
Mm-hmm.
So either way, I'm going to start them.
Mm-hmm.
And once I get everything started that I wanted to get started this year, I really think next year is really just going to be focusing on working on what I have
Yeah.
for me. And I did decide starting in July, I am going to, or I'm starting right now. Obviously, you've seen it with the cowl. I'm going to pick a project from my knitting ones and get them all done. And then like I've wanted to stitch the Stephen West Vertices Unite for years. You know this, Heather.
We've been talking about it for a long time.
So what I'm going to do is like I'm going to make a list of things that I've really wanted to start. And then when I get 3 to 5 projects off my knitting list,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to allow myself a new cast on. I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, completely.
1 second, Heather.
Okay. Yeah, so I think that is all of our whips that we have and some little plans. I don't know.
Do you have any?
I'm gonna huh?
Did you have anything that you purchased?
I just have my fabric. That's not true. I have other things that I purchased. Sorry, I lied. Um, so I don't know that I'm gonna pull anything. I've been working on my Dodger gnome during Dodger games, which has been really helpful. I've been getting a lot of stitches done. Um, I I know I'm for sure gonna continue working on this here and there. I'm trying not to go too much on it because it does hurt my arm because it is getting pretty heavy. Um, so I'm just gonna do my Christmas house and whatever I feel like. It's summer. I don't think we should have plans. Like it's just whatever. I mean, I'm still working, obviously. I'm not off for the summer, but you know what I
Oh
mean.
God, I wish.
I wish, right? Ugh,
I so wish. I want to be a kid
you
right
know
now.
how hard it was
I
to get up and go to work this morning? And my kids are like, Matthew was passed out on the couch. I was like, seriously? Like, you have to torture me like this?
Yeah, with working overtime just a few days this week, like in the middle, like when I wasn't prepared for it, um, changed our sleeping schedule, changed our times of getting up and everything. So this week it just feels like me and Justin are both out of whack because when I get up earlier, he gets up to make sure I can get out of the house without the cats going in or
Yeah.
following me. He's
Okay,
just
so
a great big help.
do you have stuff you purchased?
I have one thing I purchased from when we did this the beginning of May with Lindy Stitches.
Oh, the spring fling.
There,
Okay,
that's
go
one.
ahead and share that because I have to get up and go get my thing.
Okay. So I had purchased one of the lotion bars for moisturizing on the go, and it's the bee's knees. And I love the smell of it. I haven't tried it yet because I wanted to keep it all pretty to show. But look at that. So that finally came. I will be getting more of these as long as I don't have any issues with it, which I don't think I will. And then 2 weeks ago, my cousin got married and my family came in from out of town, and my aunt had made me some project bags. So I have this little ghosty one,
Oh, that's so cute.
and the ghost on the back, and she quilted it all with for me. Here is the OSU one. If you know, last year JJ was supposed to be going to OSU, so that's why I got that fabric. Then I got this size of one that she made me. And then this is what I got for the Christmas house, or any full coverage ones from Haid. And she made me this ghost one because I wanted, originally, remember, we were supposed to start the Halloween
Mhm.
house for my birthday, but we started the Christmas one that was supposed to be started on Heather's birthday. So this is why I did the ghost originally, but I don't care. I like Halloween all the time and Christmas all the time. We all know this. And then I got some Tula pink fabric from her that I asked her to make a project portfolio that I bought the pattern for her. So here's the outside. She did the magnet clasps. And then on the inside, this is a pocket. This has a pocket, and then the zipper clear part here. So this one I absolutely love. I want to get more of these. Hopefully I can get down there and she can show me how to make them for myself. And then just in the mail right now, I had bought off a D-Stash. Justin just ran down and got it because he just got home. From Primrose, I got Autumn Rules. And then I also got the Religious Christmas Trio by them. And that is this one. This one came out last winter.
Mm-hmm.
But the person was getting rid of these for $5. So,
oh, that's cool.
And they're ones I wanted.
I'm sorry if you can hear my husband on the phone.
So that is all I have for purchases and gifts that was received.
And you got your fabric?
Okay.
Your fabric or the month? It's fine. I'll show mine. It's the same thing.
I have it. I'm just trying to think where I put it.
Sorry for the crinkle. This is our fabric of the month.
Oh yeah, I love it. That's right. Very nice.
It is called Frog.
Yeah. Very nice. I love it because I like that one would work good for the gnomes just to see their faces and stuff.
True. This is the May fabric of the month. I don't hate it. I just, from what we've had so far, I don't know. I was a little underwhelmed. Now that you're saying the gnomes, it's good. I get 20 count, and that's a fourth of a yard.
It works really good for anything that needs like the coffee tea dyed or anything.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
And because I was like, well, she doesn't want it. I'm going to tell her I'll buy it off of her.
No, I want it. I just was underwhelmed.
Justin's going to dance. He's dancing behind the camera.
We're recording, Justin. Do you want this on YouTube?
Sure.
Sure.
You got to remember, he used to run the Twitch channel.
Oh, true. So then, as I said earlier, I got, I don't know if I said earlier. Anyways, I purchased, 2 8x8 Q snaps and 2 11x11 Q snaps. That's where I got my 11x8 Q snap. But I purchased them from Hobby Lobby and I did an online order. So hi to birthday boy. He's so like, don't put me on camera.
He just wants to.
Yeah, in my order, I also ordered some other things. So I got a tatting shuttle.
Oh, cool.
This is for tatting. I've done needle tatting before, and I've loved it. So I don't know where my needles are at this point. So I tried to get needles again, and they didn't have them. So I got a shuttle tat. a tatting shuttle. So hopefully I can. I haven't had
Never
the
tried
brain.
that or anything, so I can't wait to
Huh?
see that. I've
Oh,
never, uh-uh,
you've never done tatting?
uh-uh.
It's fun.
Nobody
Um,
I know has ever done it. You're the first person.
really? It's fun. I like it. So because I got that, not that I needed it because I have a bin under my bed that has thread, but I got this pack of thread. It is 30 10-gram skeins. They're 600 yards, or no, not 600, 60 yards each. And it's all of the solids that are teased,
Which is Hobby Lobby brand.
which is Hobby Lobby brand of the thread.
That's
They
cool.
also had the variegated kit, which I wanted that too, but like my openness would not be loud. Look at this color. Like that is just
Oh, that's pretty.
gorgeous. It's like
Yeah,
emeraldy teal. It's called jade blue. It's so pretty. Like, yeah. So, oh, and look at this one. Like, this is just,
that's pretty.
this is Caribbean. So they're just these little things, and like they sell the main, not the main, but they sell the big
Big skein.
ball at Hobby Lobby. So if I like a color or if I need more of a color, then I can always just pick it up. But this was 18.99, but it was on sale.
Oh, wow.
So I picked it up. Yeah.
Awesome deal.
So it just took me forever to actually get my package because FedEx sucks. It was really easy to order off Hobby Lobby. Um, and I was able to track my shipping on the app. I did everything on the app. It was super easy, super seamless, but it just sucked because of FedEx. Not anything Hobby Lobby did.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
my grog is right here because all of my monthlies sit in here.
I need to do that.
So
This is only my fourth monthly. Yeah, because I'm using Willow. And
I have nothing else to. No, I have nothing else to share. I was gonna say family updates and everything. Everything's fine. Went to the wedding. It was fun.
Mhm.
Got to see my family from Oklahoma, so that always makes me happy.
Um, update. I don't have one. The boys are out of school. Summer. Today was their first official day of summer. Um, yeah, I'm working. Hector's working. Mom's working. Everybody's working. Um,
I got my tooth pulled, but I'm
yes,
fine.
she did.
Got it last Friday.
Yes, she did. It was,
I will take shots in my eyes over shots in my mouth every day of the week.
yeah, she told me that. I was like,
Yep.
I don't know about that, but to each their own. I can't put anything in my eyeballs.
If it would have been like when I first started them, like I think they would be neck and neck. But now,
Now, yeah, you're used to them now.
yeah, I get numbing eye drops before they even start messing with my eyes. So
Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to put the numbing eye drops in.
but you don't. They do. So
It
they
doesn't
hold
matter.
open.
Like, unless they're like sitting there holding my eye open,
They do.
I will constantly be doing one of these. Like, I don't.
Oh, you'll do that after, and it's bad because that is the eye drop that burns.
Mm, yeah.
And so your first instinct is to be like, "Nyeh," and they're like, no, no, don't touch. Just blink, blink, blink. And I'm like, I'm trying.
No, I had a sty in my eye
Yep.
and I had to put eye drops in my eye. And it took Hector, his brother, and my brother to hold my head against the back of the couch and keep my eyeball open, my eyelids open.
That's how I used to be, but now because I've been doing this for so long, it doesn't really. The
And
worst
then,
part for me is the pressure when they do the pressure on your eye.
uh-huh. Yeah, no. I can't even, when you go to the eye doctor and they do the blow test in your eye, I can't do that. I
Oh, it
know it's
takes a
coming.
long time.
Huh?
It takes a couple tries for me to get that one.
Oh, no, no, no. Like the last time I got my eyes checked, the eye doctor was like, you know what? You're okay. Never mind. Yeah. Like, and no.
Here's your sucker, Heather.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it is. I cannot. And every time, like, it becomes like every summer I complain about wearing glasses because I want to wear sunglasses and I don't have transitional lenses or like prescription sunglasses. And every single summer, Hector tells me, put contacts in your eye. No, I am not going to do
I have,
that.
well, you guys know I wear glasses. It's just on Fridays when I get home from work, I put them on the kitchen counter
And leave them
because
there.
I use magnifiers when I do my cross stitching. I can't wear both.
True.
So I leave them there because that way I know exactly where my glasses are. They're in the little dish with my keys. My glasses have the magnet sunglass part.
Mm. Yeah, and I want to get those.
And that's the glasses I got. And then Justin has prescription Oakleys.
Mm. Of course he does. Because he has to be extra.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's had them for a while and I always, ever since he got them, this is gonna sound horrible, but I'm like, oh, are you wearing the pricky glasses? Because I swear to gosh, that when he wears those glasses, instead of being cute, cuddly Justin, he looks like I'm gonna rip your head off. I'm a jerk. I'm an ass.
No.
Like he's just got. I swear, Oakley's just make that people look
Yeah.
stern, more stern. Like, rawr,
Yeah, they do it for Hector too. Yeah,
raffling.
we are. We always do.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So yeah, we will post something on Instagram about the reading Zoom. And you don't have to be reading when you come in. You can just want to come in and hang out. That's fine too. Um, we just thought it'd be fun, something fun to do. Talk about books, enable each other.
Yeah, because
Hopefully,
I'm using Fable now.
oh, you are.
My Goodreads, I I can't get into it. Period. It's
Mm,
like gone. So I have to take that off the notes underneath. But with Fable, it tracks how many days you read if you check it off that day. So
mhm,
I'm like on a 79 straight day it reads.
mhm,
But I originally had a goal of 200 books for the year.
mhm.
And we're June 6th, so we're not even 6 months in. And I'm 2 books shy of
Yeah,
100
exactly. Of 100?
of 100. So I'm halfway. Like by the 31st, I have to have 100. In my mind, I have to have 100 on the 31st, no matter
Oh,
what.
you'll have more than
Right.
100 on the 31st.
Right. Don't look at me like that.
If I could wear my earbuds at work,
Yeah.
I would have so much more reading done.
Yeah.
But I
But
don't.
that's what I do at work is I have one earbud in and so
Yeah. All right. Well, we will let you guys go. Like I said, we'll post something on Instagram. We hope that you
have a good Father's Day,
yeah, I was gonna say I was trying to figure out how to
Flag
word that.
Day. I'm
Have
trying
a
to
good Father's Day if you celebrate. What was the other one?
Flag Day is
Oh,
June
Flag Day.
is the 14th.
Have a good Flag Day. When is Arbor Day?
And I don't know.
I thought it
But
was
I know
Thanksgiving.
that the first day of summer is gonna be in there too.
The first day of summer is the day that we're doing our
Or
reading,
Zoom.
the 21st,
Yep.
which means
Oh,
my birthday.
um, and also in June is the strawberry moon is the 11th
Oh, true, true. Yep.
because I want to see that.
Yes, just. Did you guys get the Northern Lights the other night?
Yeah,
Jealous.
but I was asleep.
I'm so jealous. Like I saw the map that it was gonna
Oh, and
like
Juneteenth Day. That's the other one that
Juneteenth is the 19th. I saw on the map that you would get it, and I was like, oh, thank you.
And we've gotten a lot this year.
But it happened like last Monday or Tuesday, right?
Yeah. And then we had it, I want to say February, March.
Yeah.
And there we
March
had
or
like a whole
the
week.
like the end of February, beginning of the March was another one.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, we have tried to say bye so many times.
Everything,
Goodbye.
everything. Be safe.
Yes.
And
Happy
we will see you
crafting.
probably in about 3 weeks.
Yes. We hope that you have all of your crafting goals are met and you don't get too stressed.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.